Alright, here I'm gonna make another video. This is gonna be like the last video was like showing what happens when you have, the best card in the deck for you. This is gonna be what happens when you start off pretty good, right? And now you hit the worst card in the deck, right? So let's look and actually see what is the lowest EV turn card that we can possibly have, right? So we'll go to turns, flops, or reports. And so this looks like actually showing us rivers. Now, yeah, that's pretty cool that they have that for rivers. Trash. Okay. Let's go here and we're get the fuck out of here, bro. We need to come off. We need to come back here. Okay. Button. Small blind. Okay. Um. Got 50, and then now we're here. Okay, now let's look at reports for turns. Okay, so we're gonna see here we really like, we have a lot of EV, like betting, like shoving the turn doesn't even necessarily like mean that you have the most EV. Like you can see that if you look at the bottom of the screen, you're gonna see EV per pot. So like the 7, you only have or the 5 of spades only brings you 37 EV a pot, but you see it's got 20% of the range is jamming. It looks like more than that. Okay, no, this is okay. This is overall. So here it's actually 40% of your range is jamming, and but you only have 37% EV. Now you actually have a little bit more EV when the diamond hits for some reason, and you're not jamming, of course. But like, see here, you on this 3 of hearts, you have 47% EV, but you're not jamming for whatever reasons. It's on betting small like a mid-sized bet. But we're gonna say like if I was looking at this flop and I saw the 6 of diamonds, I would say that that was the worst card, but it's actually not. It looks like out of all of these cards, the 5 is going to be our lowest EV. The 5 of hearts is actually our worst because I guess flushes are good for us. Like the straight connecting is the worst. So the straight connecting the without the flush draw is actually going to be our worst result. Um, so we'll look at that. But I mean, in terms of like scare cards, I'm more concerned about this 5. I want to do this 5 of diamonds. So let's look at the 5 of diamonds or the 6 of diamonds. Let's go with the 6. Because this would, to me, would be the worst card. Absolutely the worst card that I would hate to see on the turn, right? If I was a small blind. Because you think, oh God, he's just hit everything now, right? So we're going to look at the strategy here. So now you'll see that what happens is that we still bet a majority of well, not a majority, but yeah, a majority of the time it's over 50%, right? A little bit over 50% of the time we're still betting. But now we're gonna bet for the small size. We taken the large size out of the equation because of the flush, right? And so now we're going to bet for a small size, and we'll just look at the defense. We also want to look at what happens when you check because you're going to be checking 50% of the time, right? So let's say we check, um, and now the button. he doesn't have any large bet. He has a small bet only. So let's say that he bets small. This is going to be how we react. And basically, what you're going to see is that when you have a diamond, you're going to defend, and when you don't, you're pretty much going to give up. So we'll filter for diamonds, and these are all your diamond hands. And you see that when you have a diamond, you're almost never giving up. This King Jack offsuit diamond and Queen Jack offsuit diamond are giving up some of the time. This would be like the bottom of your threshold. So depending on whether the button like over bets or bets stabs more often than he maybe should, you would keep going with these hands, and you would actually like call them pure or raise them pure depending on what's happening. So, but you're gonna be check jamming, and you're gonna check jam hands like ace with the king of diamonds, ace king with the king of diamonds, ace queen with the ace of diamonds, uh, ace 10 with the 10 of diamonds. Your flushes are actually just calling, they're not jamming. So don't check jam your diamonds. That's like, I think that's pretty obvious. It's just too good of a hand to blow them off, and you don't want to deny them, try to deny them equity because they don't have any. But Jack 9 can jam, and nines with a diamond, that's like one of your bluffs. Tens with the diamond, that's a bluff, and then like Queen Jack with the diamond, that's a bluff, and King 10 with the diamond, that's a bluff as well. So those are your bluff jams, and these are your value jams, and then you just call with everything else. Even like kings and queens with a diamond are going to call. Now let's exclude the diamonds and look at this. So we'll exclude all of the diamonds, and you'll see that hardly anything at all is continuing. Like ace jack is folding. Ace queen off is calling. It looks like it's calling when it has a. I don't know how it's chopped. No, it's calling pure. Ace jack is folding, but ace 10 is calling, and that's because of the straight draw. These hand ace 7, this is two pair, it's jamming, and this is a straight, which is obviously jamming. So your straight would jam, but your flushes would not. But the straight is never giving up, it's just jamming, and if it's cooler, then oh well, right? And then these offsuit, like weaker aces, are actually continuing. Because of the fact that they have something else going with them. This is two pair, and this is these are straight draws. Everything else is folding, which I mean pretty much is really easy when you look down at your hand and you have Queen 10 of hearts. Well, I guess you would kind of, some people might call here because they have the straight draw, but that would be too loose. And so that's pretty much it. Defending the turn when the worst card hits, or in our mind, this is the worst card. So definitely not giving up. Still continuing with half of the range on this turn.